No. Stand back up.
Hold up. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. But in order the camera be on you, you got to say something. So stand up and do it again.
All right. I got you, player. Ladies and gentlemen, check out the coolest fucking shirt in the world right here. Nick Patara. Great. I get fucking arm wrestling dude. Pretty shaky at arm wrestling. I love him to death. Pretty shaky at the actual sport. But he is a comic strip fucking beast. And he designed this.
What? Who?
Nick Patara. Nick Patara. It's outside of Austin, Texas, I believe. He's somewhere around there a little bit. Nick Patara. I trust. Hey, wait on. I got something else.
Hold on. Wait, pause. Slow down.
Come
Nick
on,
Patara.
bro.
How do I get this shirt?
Well, we got to talk to Nick. Nick, he enhanced the cleft palate a little too much on this one. So I don't play that shit. So he
enhanced it.
Yeah, he got a big ass. Like no one can even tell. No one can even tell. No one
What's
even
wrong
can tell.
with it?
No one can even tell I have a cleft lip. If you look at this
it
picture
makes
right here,
you.
Listen, it's just a little too much. Just a little too much.
That makes you, bro. Dude,
I'll tell you, when I first saw, listen,
I disagree.
When I first saw it, I almost fought him, but then I warmed up and I said, all right, man.
I'm going to say something controversial.
Close that in a little bit.
I'm going to say something as controversial as you might take it. Dude, you should own that shit. That makes you Travis Bagent.
Listen, I've only been in 5 fights my whole life.
Dude, you're 3 a stud. You own that.
3 of them. 3 of them because somebody crossed the line. Somebody.
What is that? What is crossing the line on that?
You can't be talking about the cleft lip, man. That's where I draw the line, bro.
I don't get it. Like, what did they say?
Who cares? I can't. I don't want to get involved in it. I'll go hunt somebody down today. Let's get back to Nick Patara.
No, you brought up a good point. No, listen, you tell me to avoid the internet haters, blah, 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 that I give power to them.
Yep.
By you not owning that as in like a powerful trademark, you give power to the people. Whereas if you owned it.
I know you think I'm perfect, Gary, but I'm not. I'm not perfect, Gary. I have feelings and just telling you, if you want to fight this guy, let that slide out your mouth. Let that slide out your mouth. And I could listen, it's happened before now. It's happened before, and I've laughed it off, especially if the other person is ridiculously fucked up, right? So I don't mind when like douchebag weirdos say something because, I mean, there's a lot of ammunition, that you could say back. But if some just person thinks it's all cool and he says or she says something slightly out of line, I'm just letting you all know now, there's a chance that I will go berserko and act irrational.
Really? So have you dealt with this all your life as a kid? You were,
of course,
weird about it.
Sorry about that. I had to get that lighting. Had to get the lighting in the new studio fixed right quick.
Oh, we have a different background.
Yeah, because the all my kids are doing online school downstairs and in every room. So yeah, this is one of the bedrooms, and we're here. That's time.
I'm up in my game.
That's time.
Up in my game.
My entire presence is slowly diminishing. I used to be the entire thing. Now I have a small in the right-hand corner.
Well, on the side note, somebody said, "Hey, you need a Beauty and the Beast sign, not just Travis." So it's coming. We're gonna try to make it.
Hey, did you beat Barry Bourne in that tournament, or did somebody tell me you did?
He was in a lower weight class.
Oh, okay. Because when people are hitting me like, did I just see Gary beat Barry? And I'm like, I don't know, because there's a weird camera angle where somebody looks like they're winning.
I should have used text. I was on the table next to him.
Ah, okay. Well, I thought that was awesome, dude. I'm telling you, man.
What are the chances? What are the chances, bro?
Wow. I am.
Okay, hold on. Wow. Wait. But we can't get into Barry yet. Hold those thoughts. We have a couple smaller things to get into.
First what? Like what?
Okay, what is that?
I don't know. Let's open it up.
From who?
I think if I tell you from who, it'll give it away.
Okay, while you're opening that, I got to do a plug. Mr. Danny Adkins, he's a fan of the show. He sent me a cool face mask with his Aftermath arms tagged on it. It's in my vehicle, which is currently being used at the moment. So I'm sorry, I was going to wear it. Danny, thank you for hooking a brother up. We also have Dustin Allen. Do you remember Dustin Allen?
Come on, man. Stop asking me, do I know my best friends in the history of the world? Yes.
Well, see, that's
my motherfucking dog, man. What, are you kidding me?
Well, that's the whole point. If somebody's watching the show for the first time, if I just started to say Dustin Allen and we didn't have that nice little plug.
You're the only person that doesn't know Dustin Allen. How about that?
Okay. Well, Dustin Allen, I feel bad because I don't know how much credit I should take for the fact that I feel like I have fired people up.
Give me all the credit, not you.
No. What I'm saying is, since I've come back into the sport, I was looking at the heartbeat of what was going on before, and I've noticed some peeps are getting fired up.
Things are changing. Somebody hit me up today. Someone, I don't know who it was. I don't want to say who it was. The person says, yeah, we need to do this, this, and this. And if Gary Roberts has a problem with it, we just have to deal. And I stopped the person. I said, my man, just hold tight. Because in 1 year from now, Gary is going to own this whole motherfucker. Just relax.
I don't know about all that.
Well, yeah, you'll probably fuck it up on the way. But if you were smarter, you could own it, right?
Dude, I'm back. No, well, the reason I bring it up is because I just saw Frank Hurst arm wrestling. And I haven't seen Frank Hurst's name in a while. And people were like, oh, it's glad to see you. And I was like, oh, I'm not saying I've just noticed a lot of people are coming out of the woodwork. And I don't know. Anyways, Dustin, yes, he was in arm wrestling, but he's upped his social media presence. So they've launched a channel, Arizona Armfighters. They're going to be putting some content out. They need to hit the magic 1,000 threshold to do more shit. They're like almost 400. Anyways, they did us the props.
What you're telling me is they have 400 and they need 1,000.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. So they did us the props by
Dustin. It took me 24 hours to get 1,000 subscribers, bro. Why didn't you call me? Bro? Did he pay you?
Anyways, they did.
Did he pay you to get him to a G?
No, he did they did the live broadcasts for us through our channel, which was nice.
Oh, nice.
And I didn't do any work.
Through my channel or yours?
My channel.
Oh, Hance the problem right there. Dustin Allen. No, just kidding. Yeah, Dustin's great. That's
Hold on. Travis Bagent, you don't even know how to log into your YouTube.
So here's the truth.
That's Travis Bagent.
Travis Bagent is willing to open up his YouTube to anybody that wants to do a live broadcast. Contact Gary. He'll take care of everything. Now I'm in the game, baby. I'm in the game.
Anyways, Dustin Allen, big rig. My man is going to be putting out content. He's in very close contact to John Brzenk, so I'm sure, Johnny may sneak in there.
The last 4 years, we've been hosting the tournament at the Talking Stick in Scottsdale, Arizona. the number one man behind the scenes is Dustin Allen. That is my road dog. That is my homeboy. He is the baddest, coolest motherfucker in Arizona.
Okay, well, the point is, anybody watching, you got to go to that channel and subscribe.
100%. Good dude. Now,
and you all better be subscribed to us.
Don't forget to keep sending these packages.
Okay, what?
Oh, I have received. Never been beat sweatshirt.
Oh, I just saw John Brzezinski wearing that.
Yeah. Well, I had to purchase mine. My wife bought this for me right here because it is the truth. I have never been beat ever at all. I'd like to give a big shout out to Jason Gulley for, selling quality gear. And
Jason Gulley, I know Jason Gulley.
I know.
See?
I believe that Jason Gulley, this whole thing is because of you, Gary.
What? He wasn't fired up before?
Okay. No, Gary, no one has been doing anything until you showed up.
Dude,
Jason Gulley was homeless 6 weeks ago. As soon as he saw your show, boom, he's up. He's a fucking $1 million real estate guy now. He's fucking raising Wagyu fucking beef all over the world. And he has a brand.
Never been beat. That's not
Gary.
That's not bad.
He wasn't doing anything until you got back, Gary.
I'm telling you, it's so cool. It's so cool. Okay. Here's what I can.
All jokes aside, Jason Gulley, amazing human being, guys. So give some support. Go to, I don't know where you can get this exactly right now, but Jason is going to contact me. We're going to link it right up here. And Jason, Gary needs a sweatshirt.
Yeah, okay? Yeah. I gotta just, we're not getting back on the Barry Bourne, but I'm going to pay for a sweatshirt to be sent to one elite world champion, royal bloodline, Barry Bourne.
Barry Bourne, we need your address as well, Barry. We would like to send you, Barry, personally from the Beast, a Nick Patara shirt, a never been beat sweatshirt from Jason Gulley, a Western Survivor kit. We will send you some Modere product. What else do we got? Nat Fit.
Okay.
Hey, listen.
Hold on.
I just want you to know, Gary, before you start, make sure that you know who you're talking to. And that I have a friend, and that friend's name is one Barry Bourne. So,
no, wait, hold on. You text
I know what side you're on, and I know what side that you imagined I would be on normally. But know that I am not on your side when it comes.
Wait, are you telling me
if you are a Barry Bourne, if you're a Barry Bourne hater, then we're gonna rub each other a little way because I'm giving you Barry's perspective as well.
Are you gonna ignore the fact that I texted you last week saying, "Who's Barry Bourne?" You said, "I don't know who the fuck that is."
Right. But now I do.
Yeah, okay. Because he said you were blood brothers before that text.
And we are. Well, no. He thought we were blood brothers before that text. Now I know that we are definitely blood brothers. But I was personally concerned at first.
Okay, I don't want to spoil Barry.
Hey, just know when you talk about Barry, you're talking about my man.
That's fine. That is fine. Back on the NatFit. I have some NatFit products being shipped to me that we're gonna give away to some lucky members on the show. So
nice.
some protein powder out there awaits you.
I have not yet approved that contractually with NatFit, but hey, that's how easy I am to work with, Jamie.
Yeah.
That's how easy I am to work with.
I am also told that there's some Western Survivor care packages en route.
Hey, I had a great conversation with Adam, and he put it all in perspective to me.
Yeah, he's fired up.
He said, Travis, that other jerky is in Walmart. Travis, if I was in Walmart, arm wrestling would be the biggest arm wrestling show in the world. So that just goes to show you what Adam is doing for us is ground roots level. Building a community. What that other jerky should be giving us $1 million.
And I mean,
when I show you this right here, Gary, what did you think right now when you look at it?
I want that shirt.
No. What about me, Gary? Do I look like Levon?
You're looking a little thicker.
A little thicker.
Okay. Ooh. I'm not sure. Man, I can't remember.
NatFit. Oh. What kind of products? No.
I just need to real quick before we get on the shit that could turn into a whole episode.
Whoa.
My man, Kevin, you've met Kevin. He's doing the branding. For all you people out there, you see these funny videos with Devon Larratt. Devon's doing some reviews and then Kevin's cutting him to some funny, completely non-arm wrestling related.
And here we go. That's probably a pin right there. It's probably another pin. If not, anyways. Yeah, that's definitely an elbow. Big elbow there. Here's the thing. Crack. Maybe 300. Oh, Starbucks.
That is not me. I'm not the creative genius behind that. This is all Kevin.
That guy's working with Devon?
Well, he just started making the funny videos without Devon. No, he's just borrowing Devon's videos. That's the thing. See, in this whole internet, anyone could take anyone's stuff. So I just want people to know I didn't actually do that.
Kevin, please take my stuff.
Anyways,
everywhere. Steal it, Kevin. Steal it from the guy who stole it from me, and make a video.
So, anyways, Devon Larratt likes the videos. He's a fan, and again, in the titles, people are like, "Oh, you're using just Devon's name for clicks." Devon gave us the support. We're fans.
Use my name for the clicks. What the fuck is going on? Jeez.
I also you abandoned me the last show. I went to go click on find my kid, and then you disappeared.
Oh, I don't remember that. When was that? Yesterday? What? Yeah.
It was last week when we were filming.
Gary, what do you think that I've been doing, Gary? What does it look like I'm doing?
Well, I want you to know I'm going to take 100% responsibility for Travis Bagent training again, because I've been poking that beast, knowing that it was going to happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, Travis is training again. We knew we can do it. Okay,
as you can clearly see, I now have never been beat.
Jason Gulley. Okay. So I also wanted to say one more thing about Super Chats. I'm addicted to the Super Chats. I spent far too much money on the Super Chats, and I've created this thing where now when I go into someone's live broadcast, they think, oh, Gary's going to spend big money. And I want people to know that I have to take a step back because I spent over $600 on Super Chats in the last 60 days.
Whose account? Whose account did you? Unfiltered account or your personal account?
That's my personal account.
Jesus,
dude. And then
you gotta get that. You gotta get these things approved, bro.
I had to buy a new lens for $400, and I did some quick math, And I was like, oh shit, you could have paid for that lens out of that super chat money.
I just saw $400 was missing from our account the other day, and I couldn't find out where it was.
Dude, the day, ladies and gentlemen, the day Travis Bagent deposits money into quote our account, it will be a very special day.
Hey, Gary, as you can clearly see, we do nothing on our own, Gary. We are a group here. Look, when did you approve this sweatshirt? When did you approve this T-shirt from Nick Patara?
Nick, dude, I need one of those shirts like ASAP.
Nick, relax with all that, Nick. I'll call you later.
I want that one. No fixes. Keep the clef. That makes Travis. Give me that one.
Too much. You better bring that clef in. Bring that cleft lip in, Nick, and we can franchise this thing, man.
Listen, I want to have the rarer ones. That'll be a collectible one day.
This is the rarest thing in the world. I saw a guy come out of the CrossFit gym. Nick asked him, hey, you got a shirt I can borrow? The guy went in his trunk. 5 days later, this shirt was sitting in the trunk, wrinkled up. Nick takes it and puts this little thing on it. This is the most original shirt that has ever been created. It's not even a new shirt. It's just a logo.
Okay, I will be 100% honest. This entire time, I'm not going to drop any people under the bus. I would just say that in the times that I spent in arm wrestling, I think I can only think maybe Harley Pole shirt that I was like, I want that. I need that. 99% of other arm wrestling shirts left me using the same arms for 50 different shirts, just change the year. It's like, I don't get excited. I looked, and when I was moving and getting into RV life, I had like 400 shirts, and I looked at them all, and the 350 of them were identical logos with just the year and the location changed. And I was like, when I look at that shirt, I get excited and I say, oh, I would buy that shirt. Like, okay, so I'm going to inspire the rest of you.
But will you buy this sweatshirt?
Yeah. We're going to get, yeah, I will. We're going to get.
Jason, Gary's not on board. Jason, you got to get
I'm on board. No. That's actually maybe a better use of the arms than with the cool. Okay. But this being said, I want to get my store launched as well, but I want a more artistic feel to some of my things. And that comes about as close to what I envision, where some actual artistry has been put into the t-shirts. So I envision 20 to 30 to 40 cool shirts that are like that. Like someone put some care into them. And I want that one. Nick, find a way to get me one so I could be the second rarest.
Yeah, well, listen, just put Nick's name in the damn clickbait. And you'll get, put his name in there. Jason Gulley, Never Been Beat, Western Survivor, all the people that have paid me. Let's get them in there immediately. And then,
I have one more issue, and it was addressed to me. You know, the man who made our intro music, our outro music, the singer.
I no clue who this person is.
I've only chatted with him. He's awesome.
Did us a great favor.
Yeah. Oh fuck! You know what he just reminded me of?
Somebody else did us.
I never addressed it.
What happened?
Oh my gosh! Is it Heidi Anderson that has a podcast?
I don't know.
Okay,
I have never watched anybody's podcast. I don't know what podcasts are. All I know is I've watched 2 videos from start to finish. John Dabo and Barry freaking Bourne.
Okay. I have to say one more thing before we get to him officially. One more thing. So the Mississippi states.
Ooh.
So there was an issue, and I wanted to know your issue. So my man who did our song, he went down there and competed in the amateurs.
Okay.
And he said the guy who won the amateurs the previous year got back into the class, and he was like, "Is that okay?"
Yes, it is.
And I was thinking, why, if you win an amateur class, why aren't you demoted, like kicked out? You shouldn't. If you come to my tournament, you
that's
win
like
amateurs.
saying that's like saying if you hit a home run in the little league that you can't play senior league. I mean, do you know how many people have accidentally hit a home run in little league? A lot of people. You can win an amateur tournament in Mississippi and still be fucking terrible. I mean, let's put it out there. You can win a world championships at the 2010 national championships and still be an amateur like one Barry Bourne. Everybody's an amateur. The word amateur is every single person. The guy who wants that amateur title so bad that he's upset that the guy that is in the amateurs is not an amateur is not the guy. You cannot have that dream. You must know that amateur arm wrestling is 90% of arm wrestling. The other 10% is a joke because the 10% that are truly pros would never pull in an amateur tournament. And any guy that pulls in an amateur tournament, he is not a pro arm wrestler. It doesn't matter how many years that he is in it. He's Gary. I am going to tell you this because I love you. You, my friend, are an amateur arm wrestler from the beginning of your career until the day you die.
Even if I win 10 amateur events in a row.
You need to win 700 amateur events before you, my friend, are a pro. Don't ever put the word pro beside your name. And every time that you talk to somebody who's really terrible, tell them that they are not pro, that they are amateur. Tell me some names. I'll tell you, pro or amateur.
I looked for the results. I couldn't find them. The internet is all messed up, man. There should be in the old days, we had one place to go look for results. It's annoying.
The only reason that you should pull amateurs is because you have no interest in the top 20% of the arm wrestling world. But if you're between 25% and 75%, you have the ability, the capability to just smash amateurs and get trophies. And it's a weird. The guy who wins the amateur class but is really good is a weird dude. He's a fucking weird dude. However, it's also weird people to think that these weird people aren't around. Like they are around. And the fact is the guy who wins that amateur class is terrible. Doesn't matter how good you think he is. You're just even worse. You're all amateurs until Jeff Hale and Andrew Rhodes are there. They're the two pros. The rest of you fucking guys are bums.
The funny thing is my man just called me twice. The guy who asked me to ask you about that.
I'm going to tell you something else. That guy texted me. I'm on, and listen, I do not know your guy's name, but there has been a guy who has been pounding me about answering this question about amateur. And I knew the answer that he wanted was not the answer I was going to give. So I tried to evade the question, but this guy is so persistent. He's so persistent that I believe that he has now got to you.
Well, I was thinking to myself coming into this before you spoke at all, that the simple way you can enter amateurs for 50 years in a row, but the minute you win my event 2 or 3 years in a row, then you've got to go into the pros. Like
the easiest way for us to separate this is we need 3 classes. Pay attention to me because this is over. A novice class, right? The novice class, is this the first time that you have seen this arm wrestling table? If it is, and you have never, ever, ever, ever competed in a tournament, you are a novice. It is free for you to get in, minus a $5 or $10 application fee, just because we don't want people just jumping up off the bar. We want you to legitimately want to learn arm wrestle. If you do that, you can get in that novice class and we'll set you up a match. Just one match. It's more about the glory of being called up to the table for fun, right? You get that match and you're done. Then there's a trophy class. That trophy class is a trophy for the winner. Anybody can get in the trophy class that wants the trophy. And then the third class is the money class. You're either in the money class, you're in the trophy class, or you're a novice. And we should stop having money classes. Like, in other words, if there's no money, then have trophy class, beginner class, novice class. But always know that the middle one is always fucked up.
It's always fucked up.
Because there's gray area right there. Because
God.
the fact is,
Wait,
if you go to Kansas City, yeah, right? There's always 3 classes. No, the middle one is always the fucked up one. It's a fact. So, but that is the truth. If we say the word amateur and pro, we are assuming the pro class is going to give money, but it doesn't. So essentially, the pro class is really the trophy class. Then if you want to have 3, which there should be 3, because there's a guy who this is brand new to. There's a guy who is like you, who has been around arm wrestling for 20 years. He is terrible athletically. Athletically, he's fucking terrible. So he's an amateur. And then the problem is when the amateur knows how to arm wrestle, that's where the feelings get all weird. Right?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, I'm amateur in strength and pro in technique. You, my friend, are pro in strength and amateur in technique. So this is why we should be in the same class. Now, what do you do with that guy that always wants to pull amateurs for 13 years and be the winner when he knows and you know you want him in the pros so he doesn't get the trophy, so that he gets beat, so has a negative fucking approach to your event? As a promoter, you want the guy's entry fee. You want his participation. But there's this weird gray area. But the fact is...
Can I tell you a story? Steven Enzalaco, I put out I put up our super match. And Steven Enzalaco and we had a super match, and it was a fun one. I'll insert a little clip. But I remember the first time we came to headbutting on the Northeast board, he was at my very first tournament that I ever filmed. And then like 6 years later, he was still pulling amateurs. And he was getting beat up a little bit. And I was joining in on the, hey, why are you a lifetime amateur? And I was like,
that hurts.
Yeah. I really didn't understand it then, how someone could be an amateur's.
But you know what's crazy is we are all amateur we have no problem being amateur at all this other shit, right? Yeah. Like, I am an amateur pool player. I'm an amateur swimmer. I'm an amateur basketball player. I do these activities, but I do not do them for money. But I will play in the Gus Macker. If a motherfucker wants to race me at Casey's parents' pool, I am in. But I am not a pro. I don't understand why it's so offensive to be a lifetime amateur arm wrestler. What's wrong with that?
Well, I was thinking as I was revisiting that footage, and I know I stepped away for 7 years, but I thought to myself, had I continued arm wrestling,
you would still be an amateur.
Still be an amateur. Back to Travis's words.
Of course you would, because that's how you're treating it, right? Guys who train on Tuesdays and go to tournaments 3 times a year when it's convenient. I mean, why would you have a problem with that being amateur? That's exactly what you are.
Okay, this is a perfect segue to world champion Barry Bourne. Okay, yes. Let me get some backstory. On the internet, the whole issue of why are you giving a light to somebody who's bananas, one, outrageously, potentially is lying.
For views, for YouTube views.
Wait, what?
For clickbait for YouTube views.
Lift up your mic. Lift up your mic.
I'm sorry, for clickbait and for YouTube views. This is our business. That is exactly why we are putting the light on something that is so amazing. Instead of doing the behind the scenes of your boring ass, whoever you are complaining. Okay.
Sean Boom Hancock, he says this is putting a bad light into the sport of arm wrestling.
Okay. Let me tell you what, Sean, your hat and suit puts a bad light on arm wrestling. Okay. The fact that you suck Leonard and Denise's tits.
We hope you like the content. Thanks for stopping by. Please leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Now click that little bell icon so you get notified. This was Gary Roberts and Travis Bagent live.
Damn it! Do something else. Don't ever say them two names to me.